Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is July 23rd, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market news analysis, where we're here to give you all our price predictions according to the charts. And apparently you guys can see on this particular screen that we don't use any indicators, nor do we use patterns, shapes, or expensive software, just to prove to you all that you can predict where prices are likely to go before the market actually moves. Okay. Now, if you're not one of our members on the HueFin News Patreon page, we will not update the market moves in this particular cryptocurrency space on YouTube. Only our members are able to get that type of information. Once we see a change in tone in the market, that new information will be updated on our HueFin News Patreon page. So if you're not a member of ours on our HueFin News Patreon page, the link is going to be in the description of this video. And if you like to stay updated on what is occurring in the market, then you definitely had to come up to our HueFin News Patreon page and sign up there. Okay. And not only that, we do have a lot of other exclusive content. We're building a community of people who see the value in language analysis to where they want to learn it on their own. And if you are that same type of individual, then come on over to HueFin News as well on our Patreon page, and you also will be able to converse with a lot of other like-minded individuals who are literally here to erase the confusion that so many other people have on their charts. And that is our goal, that is our objective, is to show you and to teach you that you too can understand where prices are likely to go without the use of indicators, patterns, or even paying those expensive fees for programs that supposedly give you an edge in the market, which it does not. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started in our analysis for today. The first one up is going to be Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is up 1.71%. The last trade was $7,704.60. And we're looking at the daily price chart for Bitcoin. You can see here that we did get this push to go up bar in the market. We told our members on our HueFin News Patreon page that we were looking for Bitcoin to continue to move higher in price, and that is exactly what occurred in the market for today. Now, you can see here on this daily price chart that weakness is coming in the market, so we are not necessarily out of the woods for Bitcoin to continue its movement higher. And you can see here on the 3-hour chart that we are running across some stockpile around that $7,800 area. That is going to be a next area of resistance. A huge amount of volume is currently coming in on its current 3-hour bar. So in the next 3 hours, if the next 3-hour bar in fact closes below the previous one, then yes, expect Bitcoin to continue to move to the downside. We'll take a quick look at the 1-hour bars, and I can still see stockpile coming in the market. So I'm not too convinced that Bitcoin is going to continue its movement higher. Best thing that I'm looking for in Bitcoin is continued consolidation. 7760, maybe even 7800 as resistance, but the market definitely has to stay above 7680 in order for us to at least maintain the probability of us moving higher in price. And the consolidation area is $7,600 as support, 7800 as resistance, and that is only for Bitcoin to bounce in between those prices. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. So you can see that Ethereum currently is down 3.94%. Last trade was $448.15, and this is the daily price chart for Ethereum. And we told you all yesterday in our video for Ethereum that we do see interest in higher prices, but we knew that resistance was coming in around 467, 470. And that is exactly what happened in the market right now. This is indications of weakness on the daily price chart. So, I mean, I'm not seeing a lot of indications of market strength in Ethereum paired against USD at this particular moment. Take a quick look at the 3-hour bars for Ethereum. And again, you can see that weakness is currently coming in right now as we speak. Given the fact that that 3-hour bar closed towards the low of the bar, I'm looking for Ethereum to continue to move to the downside and possibly hold support around $440. We'll take a quick look at the 1-hour chart for Ethereum, and again, I don't see any indications of market strength in Ethereum. Expecting the market to continue to move to the downside possibly try to come to 444, but ultimately it can find support at $440 as well. So literally don't expect higher prices in Ethereum at this particular time. So next is going to be Litecoin. So we're looking at Litecoin right now. You can see that this coin as well is trending lower, down 3.32%. Last trade was $81.39, and the daily price chart is still giving us weakness in this particular space. Market's going to try to hold support around $80 though in Litecoin, so expect that. But we do have a lot of volume coming in the market for Litecoin, so we can break $80 as support. Taking a quick look at the 3-hour bars in Litecoin, you guys can still see that there's no indications of market strength coming in the market for Litecoin. $81, possibly it could come down to $80 and hold support, but do not be surprised if Litecoin comes all the way down to $79 to try to hold that support over the next couple of days, possibly even into tomorrow's trading. So we're looking at the 1-hour chart, and I can see Litecoin trying to hold support relatively soon. This is a probable precursor to strength bar in the market. So the next hour bar, in fact, closes above, then there's still some consolidation in Litecoin to contend with. 8250 is resistance though, okay? But again, overall, I'm still looking for Litecoin to consolidate and even move to the downside. Ultimately, it's going to try to hold support around $80, but I can see it coming all the way down to around $77. I'm sorry, around $77.50, and around that price. It might come around $78.50, just to give you a higher number. Yes, I'll say $78. So now let's take a look at Ripple. So you can see here on XRP that the market currently is down 3.99%. Last trade was around 44.5 cents. So the daily price chart kind of looks just like with Litecoin. We're not seeing a lot of indications of strength in the market on today, but we're not necessarily moving to the downside neither. So we might actually come down to try to hold support around 43 cents as a support area of consolidation. Taking a look at the 3-hour chart for Ripple, and we're still not seeing a lot of indicators of strength in the market. Still looking for Ripple to move to the downside. So now we're literally need to find out where support is going to be. I can see it trying to hold support around 44 cents, but again, it can move a lot lower than that, 43.5 or even 43 cents. Can be a very quick touch in Ripple over the next couple of hours into tomorrow's trading day. Okay. So the 1-hour chart is giving us the same depiction. I'm looking for Ripple to continue to move lower. As I stated, 44 cents is going to try to hold as support. It might even try to hold support now, because you can see here in the background of the chart how the market held support and it bounced higher from there. Next on the list is going to be EOS. So EOS is currently down 3.59%. Last trade was $7.86, and we're looking at the daily price chart in EOS, and literally all of these coins are giving us stockpile in the market, showing us lack of interest in higher prices today, which is not a good sign for the cryptocurrency space as a whole to continue to move higher. The 3-hour chart still shows us that there's weakness to be contend with in order for us to move higher in price, which we're not done yet. One of the positive things about EOS is its ability to stay above $7.80. The moment that it breaks that price, then definitely expect the market in EOS to continue to move lower. That is literally the only support area in the market for EOS. If it breaks $7.80, expect the market to at least try to come down to $7.60. But then after that, the market could come all the way back down to $7.40 in the short term. And I could definitely see that occurring in EOS over the next couple of days. There's still some weakness here in this market. Okay, so I'm looking for EOS to continue to move to the downside. 780 has to hold support though. The moment that it breaks $7.80, expect EOS to continue to move to the downside. So now the last one on today's chart is going to be Dash. And you can see here that Dash currently is down 6.2%. Last trade was $240.51. And we told you all yesterday in our video that Dash was definitely getting inundated with some stockpile in the market, and that was not a good sign, and that you would expect the market to continue to move lower. And the market for today in Dash came all the way down to $210, which was towards the low from the 12th of July. And you can see that it did recover somewhat in the market, but there's still a lot of weakness in Dash at this particular time. So we're looking at the 3-hour bars in Dash, and you can see here on this down bar here that the market did make a quick movement on the 3 hours. It recovered somewhat, but there's still some weakness in this market to contend with in Dash. So now I'm still looking for Dash to continue to move to the downside. Support can be around $235, maybe a little higher than that in the short term, but long term there's still a lot more weakness than there is strength in this space for Dash. Taking a quick look at the 1 hour chart for Dash, you can still see here that I'm not seeing a lot of indications of strength in the market. We can come down towards $4.37, $4.35, just give you a nice round number as the area of support, and we might make a slight recovery in the short term. But again, I'm still seeing indications of weakness in Dash at this particular moment. If we break $437, then expect the market in Dash to continue its movement lower in price to where $435 is going to be the next support area, or even $430. But overall, I'm not seeing any indications of strength in Dash right now, and that's literally going on for the rest of the cryptocurrency space. Weakness is definitely apparent in the cryptocurrency space, albeit there are some outliers in the market that are definitely moving higher, just like with Bitcoin. So depending on which cryptocurrency you are interested in will definitely depend on how much energy you need to expend on watching the charts. But definitely right now, if you only understand how to be a buyer, then definitely we are not in that bull market that so many other people on YouTube have been speaking of. It seems like they continue to go over from month to month that this is going to be the start of the bull market. I remember all the way back in May seeing videos on YouTube where people were speaking of, we're going to start a bull market in May. May came and passed. We moved to the downside. June came. Started seeing videos saying June is going to be the start of the bull market. June came and passed. The market continues to move to the downside. July is here. People came out on YouTube with videos saying that the market is going to move higher in June. It's going to start the new bull run. June is almost come and pass, and the market is still moving to the downside. So that's why it's important for you all only to pay attention to the charts, and we're the only organization that is able to give you forward price predictions about where we expect the market to go. And we're telling you now that we're not seeing any indications of strength in the market as of today. Even over the horizon, we don't see any changes occurring right now. So still look for the market to move lower in price. Okay. Now, if you're not a member of ours on the HueFin News Patreon page, definitely that's where all the benefits are for this language analysis. You need to come in this circle, become drenched in this knowledge, this understanding of price predictions, because you may have heard people say you can't predict prices. Well, we do this consistently, very accurately on this channel, and even on our HueFin News Patreon page. So again, we'll understand. You guys will eventually come over to where we're at, because we make this so simple and easy to understand. That's all I got for today. Make sure you all maintain your profitability, and I will see you all later.